And we're on.
Okay, so I believe this is episode 8
It's
of
one of
Checkmate. Yes, I believe it's episode 8. And episode 8 is, of course, brought to you by Lore Music Group, where some of the most talented artists reside. Um, we're going to get right into this. And I specifically requested one of these because we definitely got to talk about it. But there's no specific order to how these drop. Who we got first, SA? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good, especially after we talk about this one.
Well, hey, that was exactly the one that I needed to see.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bring it
Just
up.
yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, or I'm sorry.
I said,
J-
yeah, I was
Uh,
just gonna bring it up. It was just a couple days ago when this finished.
yep, just I think it was Friday. Friday, the jury came back from deliberation after about 8 hours and change of deliberating, either anywhere from 8 to 10 hours of deliberating. And I know I think it was about 6 hours in, they sent the note to the judge, which had the judge call everybody back to court. And the note was an official note, which has to get like sent through the head jewelry guy or head jewelry lady, and has to get stamped and all this other stuff. And everybody, if it's something light, like, hey, can we have lunch again, or can we go out and smoke cigarettes or whatever, the judge can take care of that without calling everybody to court. The judge could just be like, yay, nay, whatever. But this, he had to call everybody back in. Reason being, the question was, what do we do if everybody is still in their same position? If everyone is firm on their belief, we are still not unanimous about the decision. So, time and time again, we've heard this before. We already know where this goes. Directly to mistrial. Directly to mistrial. Which means the defense put up a hell of a defense, which also means the prosecution put up a hell of a prosecution as well. So, which puts us where we are right now, which is a mistrial, which may grant, they may grant Melly immediate release until being retried again, because why hold him? Why hold him when he's not found guilty of anything? He's just a suspect. He should be able to bond out just like everyone else. Now, here's where the trick comes in. Everyone's thinking, okay, yeah, he's going to go home, be on house arrest a little bit, put out some music, and then they'll retry the case in about 6 months, 7 months. True.
That's what the label
But look,
runs.
yeah, I mean, legally they can do that. And here are the options during this mistrial. The prosecution can choose to make a deal with them. The prosecution can choose to dismiss, or the prosecution can choose to retry. That's how a mistrial works. But see, here's the variable that I want to add, because this variable hasn't been spoken on that I've heard or seen. But I'm going to add this little spice because I'm going to put a little hot sauce on it. Check this out. Now, while he's on mistrial, and yes, they are going to retry it. We don't know when they're going to retry it quite yet, but word is they're going to retry it. But I'm very, very sure, I'm almost 200% sure. Here's the variable, here's the hot sauce. I'm almost 200% sure that they won't be retrying his case before they try YNW Borton's case. There's the hot sauce. And YNW Portland does not have the attorney and the manpower that YNW Melly has right here. So we're about to watch another case. So what if he's found guilty? And there's the hot sauce. And there's the hot sauce. And there's the hot sauce. Because, you know, by the time they call Melly back to court, what are you calling me to court for? You got your man. You have your man. Maybe, you know, I was in the truck, but, you know, I got out, like we said. You didn't prove that I didn't. I mean, you saw I got out, but you didn't prove that I did it. Who's to say that he was driving? You know, so that's the variable. And that young man has been put into a position to where he can really work at this point. He went from being up for life, and to be honest with you, from where I was looking at it and how I was looking at it, with all the evidence that they didn't have a lot of evidence, but they had a lot. They had some, and they didn't call a lot of witnesses. They called a few experts, but you know, 2 lives. I thought it was a fairly quick trial.
Oh yeah.
But of course, locally, and if you're not famous, we see murder cases take sometimes just as long, sometimes not as long. So I get it. But watch out for that variable, because that young man, YNW Portland, his court date is coming up. And right now, Melly's not guilty of nothing.
Yeah, right now, and on top of that, the labels want, or not the labels, just Melly's executive team wants Melly to be home to start making music immediately and ride the clout wave of all of this that's going on. They want to model Melly's post-trial experience the same way that Young Thug's team is trying to do for him. They want to put him in his own house. They want to surround him with cops and just let him do what he does for the label, make money.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna be their position anyway. That's just what they do. That's what they're in the business to do, is to exploit their artist.
That's what the defense is gonna fight for, though. I already see it.
Well, he's gonna go home, because why keep him? He's not guilty of anything, so he's going home. And as soon as he gets home,
this Friday.
He's going home. Yeah, he's going home. Yeah, we will find out this Friday. He's headed home because he's not guilty of anything. Until we have a new trial and all that stuff, we're going to hold a possibly innocent man, in jail. He's already been held
and
long
now
enough.
They always have all of these preposterous holding conditions, like from a light being on constantly when they're trying to sleep to poor nutrition. I mean, there's always a whole bunch of things that they're trying to pull out of the hat to try to get them going home.
Well, that's any prisoner, but yep. Yeah. Who we got next?
We got this young lady.
Okay, so I believe her name is Sexyy Red, and I asked to have her put up here for a very, very specific reason. And here's the reason. There's 2 reasons. One reason is she looks like she could be Young Thug's little sister. Like, she just does really look like Young Thug a little bit. And that's the first thing I thought when I saw her. I was like, wow, she's a real regular chick. And now the second thing I need to say about her is whatever her moves are, and whomever is sponsoring her situation, they're fairly genius. They are fairly genius, because anytime you see an artist before you hear them, then your PR is being monsters. Anytime you see an artist before you hear them, I'm just finding out that she is an artist today, and I still haven't heard her music, but I've seen her several times, a few times on social media with different big wigs. I saw her with Uncle Luke. I'm like, who's this chick? No, she's not incredibly fine. No. But I mean, come on, look at her. She's intensely creative. She's unmissable. You can't say you did not see her. The chick has blonde hair on the left, red hair on the right.
She got that Harley Quinn shit going.
And and as I look at the photo and get past the Young Thug stuff and look deep into it, I'm like,
Jeez.
hey, she's fucking genius. Hey, that's literally genius. Because by the time you figure out what the hell's going on up there, because I'm just looking, I'm looking at the part, I'm looking at the baby hair, the whole, I'm just like, yo, this chick is serious about this thing. She's serious about this thing. I mean, the tattoos up the neck, the big, yo, she's serious about this thing. So whatever it is that she does, let me find out. And that's where I am now. I mean, I'm very inquisitive about this young lady. I will be listening to her music, and we'll be checking back in on Checkmate to give you guys a review. We won't be playing it, but we will be giving you guys a review on music. We can show the photo of the artist, and we'll let you know what the song is, and then we'll sprinkle a little hot sauce on it. That'll be our review shows, because before we go to the next photo, because review shows are very popular, you know, and typically you hear a lot of other companies doing review shows, and you sitting back like, and you looking at them like, yo, nigga, I definitely don't listen to what you listen to. Definitely. Not even at the gym where they play everything. They play all different genres at the gym. And I guarantee none of them is your favorite. So who gives some people the authority to believe that they could curate other people's sound? Just because they may be able to make some good music, but to pick out a hit, to pull out a hit song without taking it to the club and having the people in the club dictate who has the hit, to bring the song in as a hit. Hey guys, here's the hit, and they're sitting there like, are you serious, really? And you're like, yeah, I'm dead ass serious. Here's the hit, play it. It takes a special kind of ear. And if I hadn't seen you curate anything, I hadn't seen you curate artists, I can't trust your ear. The fuck you reviewing? What you should be reviewing is subscriptions to like Western fishermen, Southern casting fisherman stuff, maybe some boating shit, invest in the Florida Gators or some shit. Do something. Quit curating and reviewing music when you're too far out of bounds. You can't necessarily relate with what's going on with today's
80% of those shows are just very distasteful.
You can't relate with today's music. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not a big fan of auto tunes, but I still hear the hit. I know if the artist is singing it in the right key if the chorus is coming in at the right time, if the bridge is going to come in at the right time. I know if a female, I know if the R&B artist is singing it in unison, if there's some harmony going on there. I know, your bridges, I mean, your breakdowns of your closing points of your songs, your build up points of your songs. So, uh, anyway, I got thrown off a little bit. Who we got next?
Gonna get this one out of the way, man. This is something I saw in the news today. Damn near broke my heart. So it says all 500 plus Whole Food stores will soon let you pay with a palm scan. It's basically their card reader is going to be a handprint reader,
Hmm.
and there's going to be a bank balance identity with your print.
Right. I got you.
I don't
Okay,
know where you might have heard of this before.
right. Yeah. Well, I heard it from you when you let me know that about this earlier, and I was like, yo, man, you know what? I got a few thoughts on that. And here's my first thought. Damn, Whole Foods only has 500 stores in the entire United States.
I mean, they don't need 1,000. That's a
That
fact.
that that truly doesn't seem like a lot to me. It just doesn't seem like a lot to me. And when you look at it on that level, maybe that is a lot. Maybe 500 stores in the United States is on my scale. That's a hell of a lot. If I had 500, okay, so yeah, 500 stores is a lot. 500 stores is a lot. Um, and have you ever seen the people that shop at Whole Foods?
Yeah,
I certainly have. I don't care if they want to get their palm scanned. They're weirdos anyway.
they look like
The
the
people
type
that
to
I've
do it.
seen shop at, the people I've seen shop at Whole Foods. No disrespect, no disrespect. I love you all, but you're weirdos. You're
Yeah,
weird. Your
very
dog is
weird.
pushing the cart. Your dog's pushing the cart. You're throwing. You got whole fucking bushels of like sugar cane and
Your
just the
newborn,
most
your newborn
exotic.
baby is reading out the grocery list.
Your newborn baby's reading out your grocery list, which is made of hemp, which is like all grain grocery list. You're willing to pay $75 for a bale of for a head of kale. For some kale and quiche. So yeah, them getting their palms read to pay for the food, I absolutely believe because they don't feel like grabbing their wallet. And then the thing is, if they don't want the leather of the wallet getting in the way when they're reaching for the kale and the quiche
And also, not all of them
and the
remember to bring their
rhubarb.
wallet in to the Whole Foods because they leave their wallet in their Jaguar or their
And
Audi.
well, well, I've had an Audi and a Jaguar. So we can't, when it comes to okay, so when it comes to capitalism, Mr. Hot Sauce is one of the biggest capitalists that there is. So we will on Checkmate, we will never um we actually promote um living your life, living it to the fullest, grabbing what you
get
can.
get your
Um
dollars.
if if the thing is, so yeah, so hopefully they are pulling up to their Audis and so forth. We promote that. If someone's willing to overpay you for your underproduction, I say grab the money and try to do better. Uh, so yeah, I think that that's cool that they're gonna pay for things with their palm. Me, I'm just gonna go back over to I'm gonna go to the Winn-Dixie, not the Winn-Dixie, the Walmart shopping, the shopping center part, the grocery store part, and then I'm gonna go over to Food Lion and get some of the meats. Um, and go from there, or go to the local butcher and get my meats, and go to the fish market and get my fish. and pay for it with cash. I like to pay for stuff with cash more so lately than anything else, just to keep cash fluctuating. We don't want to stop spending our cash. We want to kind of lay off of spending those cards for every freaking thing. Nigga, you gonna pull out a card for a damn box of Boston baked beans. They're 15 cents. No, not no more. They're 75 cents now. But it's 75 cents. We have to get the money back circulating. I mean, none of us are going out buying gold, silver, keeping that shit alive. Everything's card this, everything's fucking, you know, ACH that, which I love ACH because the money comes right to you, right there. So I love ACH. I love ACH. But I do not love paying for everything with my card. I do want hard money because, see, the thing is, once you eliminate the hard money, you're going to eliminate a whole class of people. Let's keep it real now. I mean, everybody stay near the hood. Me, I've been known to stay in, around, up, through, past, under, over some hoods in my life. Most of my life I've been in the hood. Worked every day, but I still stayed in the hood. And money, cash money, greenbacks make a lot of things move. And the thing is, they trying to replace that with the little cash app thing. So okay, y'all don't have to use cash to do y'all little small shit. Y'all don't have to use cash to do your small shit. Here, use this cash app. You want to send somebody $3? Boom, send it.
I'm still trying to figure out how to use Cash App and Apple Pay, and now they put this shit on us. It's like I can't
I'm
keep up.
against that cash app. I cash app it all, but the thing is, Apple Pay I don't use. But here's the hook, line, and sinker. By them incorporating that for your small monies, they're taxing that small money $1 every time you add it or pull it. So, you know, you add it or send it, that's that $1.
I mean, you're applying a whole separate party to a
To a
financial
small transaction.
balance.
To a small transaction.
No, to an entire financial balance that you will have with Whole Food. You're adding them to the entire structure of a financial account. You're just adding a whole nother set of eyes, a whole nother set of hands to a whole account.
Again, the Whole Food, if you are a Whole Foods customer, you're like that anyway. If you are a Whole Food customer, that's your style. You're with that. That's cool. You know, hey man, I shop at Whole Foods, bro. I just went in there and I bought me a soda. It cost me $37.
I too
If
wish
you're
I
willing to do
drove
that,
a Range
so if you're
Rover.
willing to do that, then you're willing to have them just look, man. I'm not gonna pull out my wallet today. Here, just read my palm.
Just
There's my account. Who we got next, man?
we got man, I forget man, you know this it's Janelle. I know it's
Janelle
Janelle.
Monet. Yes,
Janelle
Janelle
Monet.
Monet.
There we
This is a
go.
special
Should have remembered
request. This is a special request. Now, next episode, we will be incorporating what I call our hot sauce heaters, and that's what I consider some of the most beautiful women in the industry and outside of the industry. We will give them a platform to shine at a section of our show. We'll promote them. We'll say how beautiful they are, shout them out, get them out of here. That starts on the next episode. But for this episode, we're gonna need a little hot sauce. We're gonna need a little hot sauce for this one. Let's lay this one right here. Time to scorch this bitch.
Take a normal
Yep.
picture, chick.
Well, hang tight for
That's
a
all
sec.
I gotta say.
Let me scorch her up real quick. Now I stand for my sisters. That I do. I do not stand for being malice to my sisters. So let's put that aside. This is not me destroying a black woman. I will never do so. I always uplift and build them. So now let me get to the dirty part. This sister has a song called Lipstick Lover. Yeah, I know about the song. I got satellite radios. So I know about the song. It's called Lipstick Lover. And need I dive into it anymore? I mean, this is a female singing about her lipstick lover. She's not singing about the man that loves her lipstick.
You, you don't even have to hear the song.
She, right. She's singing about her lover who wears lipstick. So what we're saying is we're practicing, which, when I was younger, I'm like, hey, girls, yeah, knock yourselves out, whatever. But as a 48-year-old man, yes, I'm 48. You can see the salt and pepper. As a 48-year-old man, I've picked up more core values of my elders. And I realized as I became a man and got mature that what they were talking the whole time was absolutely the key to life. It was the essential nuggets needed to advancement in life and survival out here. That being said, I don't want us as elders promoting that type of content to the youth. I would like the youth to decide as they mature what their choice is. So if every day I get out of school, I'm young, I'm chilling every day. I got on my phone always, blah, 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 I can pull it up, whatever. Every day I get out of school, I have my what I call my 2 hour music moments. So I'm gonna rock music for 2 hours while I do whatever I'm doing. And then this song comes on. I'm a young lady, and this song comes on, Lipstick Lover. I'm thinking, wait a minute, who's she talking about? Oh, she's talking about her homegirl. Oh, her and her homegirl do this when they go out. Oh, they get so hyped up and drunk, they do this. Or even if she just choose to love this person, which is totally respected and respectful, and I respect that. You choose to love who you choose to love, regardless of whatever. But us as the adults and us as the elders, we got to promote the right shit. When with us having the power of these platforms, yeah, I smoke a little CBD on my on my time on the set. SA may hit a little CBD bowl on his time on the set, whatever. But promoting your sexual preferences and so forth and so on to the youth is not only out of bounds. The shit is just disgusting. The shit is just disgusting. That's like walking up to a schoolyard and just while the kids are out playing, just taking a piss. Would you do that? Same shit. Like, yo, let's be leaders. Let's tighten up. It's cool. I see you got your money, young lady. I respect that. But let's tighten up. And when you go to the bank, instead of filling out the zeros and handing that to the teller and withdrawing some more money, withdraw some morals. MORALS. Fill that out. Hand that to her. See if she hands it back to you. If she doesn't, that's cool. Check in with Checkmate, and I can hand you some. Have a good evening. That was today's episode.